very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the shotgun, the inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stops right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Snap from the gun on third down. He's got him. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires complete on the crosser. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They pick up 10 and give him a first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Give to the single back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go right back to him. Oh, he's got some space. The 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
SMU 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Finds a tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Let's go.
The give to the tailback. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting him on the ground. Now forcing the fourth down decision time.
First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak for it.
Picks up 1. 1st and goal, Nebraska.
The Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Handoff from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a...
Breaks into the open. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Grab near the marker, it's Bruce. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Out of the gun to give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle and wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quick strike complete. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. They'll go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down, 1st down, 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The screen, and watch out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskers. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gives it on the option. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Mustangs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Going right to work up top. Gets open down the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they touchdown Cornhuskers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He rifles one deep to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you've got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bruce. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lincoln. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill at running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Throwing right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Husker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, have it, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Set to kick it away.
And he's going to bring it out. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finds a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're...
The Mustangs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Bringing the heat. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play.
Will be stopped for no gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
29 Phillies.
Back to pass. Using the quick game. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Running back the ball carrier. Brought down at the 26. Brings up 3rd down.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Shoots it to the left. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Lots of running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Utah is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Utes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, he makes the catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this offense, they just got to find a way to make some plays here. They've dug themselves a huge hole, haven't played well, especially in the important areas. They've kicked too many field goals, not scored a touchdown. They've got to find a way to create an explosive play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Inside the 45. Oh, a lot of space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Brings up second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They boot it away on 4th down. And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the set. Easy.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Huskers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll go right back to him. Across the 25, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Handoff to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking for the score. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Hawkins. Snagged out of the air. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you